Hey everyone, welcome to the video. I'm going to be going over my cash game lineup for week 10, and if you want a more in-depth breakdown on all the players I like this week, you can check the previous video and I'll link my article below. Alright, starting off at quarterback, I like Phillip Rivers. He had an amazing matchup versus the Raiders, who just got shredded by Nick Mullins. He's having an incredible year so far. He has 2 touchdown passes in every game, and he's only been picked off 3 times. He's also played the Raiders in week 5, and he threw for 340 yards and 2 touchdowns. And Oakland has the second worst defense in the league according to PFF. I also like his teammate Melvin Gordon. He's had at least 100 rushing yards in 3 of his last 4 games. And the only time he didn't get 100 yards rushing, he had 120 total yards as well. Gordon has scored in every game but week 1, and the matchup is great versus the Raiders defense that is 25th in run defense, DVOA, and a bunch of other bottom 5 stats as well, and 32nd in yards per game allowed. The Chargers are 6th in run offense at DVOA, 3rd in yards per carry, and 6th in rushing yards per game. I don't usually like stacking teammates together, but I'm going to give an exception against the Raiders. Kareem Hunt has been smashing the past few weeks, and I think the Chiefs should get an early lead here and be able to grind it out with Hunt. The Cardinals are 30th in run defense, pure PFF, 30th in rushing touchdowns, and 31st in rushing yards per game allowed. My first receiver, Josh Gordon, has over 100 yards in 2 out of his past 3 games. Last week he saw a season-high 10 targets, and we'll get to face off against Malcolm Butler this week, and I know the Pats will look to attack him. Butler has given up the most touchdowns in the league this year and a near-perfect QB rating. Next up is MVS. He has 4 straight games of double-digit Draftkings points, and has topped the 100-yard mark twice in that span. With Howard on Devontae Adams, that will leave Bobby McCain or Torrey McTyer to guard him, and I think he should have his way. I expect him to probably be the most highest-owned receiver, but I'm willing to eat that chalk. Maurice Harris, he should see some MJ Stewart this week. He's given up over 150 yards per game. Tampa's given up over 150 yards per game to slot receivers, and that'll be Maurice Harris this week. He's coming off a nice performance versus the Falcons and gets an even better matchup against Tampa Bay. At 3,900, he will most likely be the Courtland Sutton of last week with Jamison Crowder out, so him and MVS will be pretty chalky, but I think we got to play him in cash. Trey Burton going against the Lions, who are 30th DVOA to the tight end this year. Him and Kelsey are really the only 2 I'd want to play this week, and because there's some slim pickings, and the way I'm going to construct my roster, it's going to lean to Trey Burton this week. And at flex, I like Dion Lewis. He's kind of a free square this week at 4,600 going up against New England in a revenge game. The Patriots are good at scheming out players, but their linebackers are just way too slow and haven't been able to guard quick and shifty backs this year. The Titans finally realized Lewis is their best runner, and he should get the bulk of the work. And at defense, I landed on the Packers. They always play much better at home in Lambeau, and it's also the coldest game of the week, and Miami's used to the warm weather, so I like the play, and they just fit well in the lineup. Alright, this could always change by tomorrow, but for right now, this is what I'm going to roll with. If you have any questions, let me know.